Fox anchors on suspense surrounding Republican convention. Milwaukee. Thousands of local, national and international journalists will soon descend on this city to cover the inner workings of the Republican National Convention and its economic impact. While it'll be some reporters' first time working in the city, Fox News has the benefit of being familiar with Milwaukee already. Anchors Martha McCallum and Bret Baier co-moderated the first Republican debate at Pfizer Forum last August, and the network will again operate from Gather at Deer District. The 2024 RNC will be a big change from the mostly virtual conventions of 2020, when McCallum recalled doing coverage from a parking lot in Delaware. Baier says it'll be a return to interacting with people on the ground and seeing quintessential convention visuals like crazy hats and the balloon drop. Fox News set a cable news record for the most watched convention coverage in 2020, with 9.7 million tuning in. Far more viewers watched the RNC on Fox News in 2020 than other channels, though viewership of the DNC was more evenly split across networks. There could be more suspense and surprises to draw in audiences for this year's conventions than in the past. Former President Donald Trump has said he'll announce his running mate at the convention, though that decision could instead come before the RNC starts Monday. You have this guy who has been in the media spotlight for his entire life and has been the host of The Apprentice, really running the show, and I think he realizes the value in some sort of suspense to get people to tune in, Baier says. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more surprises beyond the VP choice. McCallum and Baier weighed prospective vice presidential picks, including North Dakota Gov. Doug Burgum, who has personal wealth and business experience. Florida Senator Marco Rubio has foreign policy experience, but would have to move from the state to comply with a constitutional requirement. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance is a younger choice who would be loyal to Trump, but may not appeal to independents and suburban voters. Baier said he's not putting it past the former president to make a more surprising pick, like Virginia Gov. Glenn Youngkin. It's a real moving, active process, McCallum says. I think a lot of Americans, for a long time, felt that the conventions were just sort of a done deal, but that is not what we're seeing. We're going to get a new ticket heading into this, and we may get a new ticket on the other side as well. The Democratic National Convention, beginning August 19, might be even more unpredictable. Some Democrats have called for President Joe Biden to exit the race after a poor debate performance against Trump. Biden has strongly rejected pressure to drop out, including at a stop in Madison last week. Because that is such a moving target at this point, you could see developments in that decision process happening in the middle of the Republican convention. And of course, the response coming from the Republicans in Milwaukee to whatever is happening, McCallum said. Baier added that vulnerability on the Democratic side could affect Republicans' messaging at the convention, including trying to reach swing voters who may have concerns about Biden. Already we're seeing how the platform is changing, even before you get to Milwaukee, he said. And that's a sign of former President Trump not wanting to dwell on the issue of abortion. He's not talking a ton about national debt, which is a different set of things for Republicans in the past. McCallum says being in Milwaukee will allow the network to bring local voters into their coverage, focusing on their concerns and what they want to hear from candidates over the next few months. Baier also plans to talk to local politicians and see the fallout, both economically and what it means for the